G'day again. I just thought I'd run through a selection of Japanese pressings of Kate Bush vinyl that I've got, both on LP and 7-inch singles. Starting with the 12-inch and LPs. And of course the first one we have is the kick inside with the pink top. This is the first edition with the belt obi. And the code number on this one is 81042, and of course it has a insert with lyrics and thing in Japanese, and the vinyl label is the old EMI logo. Then they reissued the album in sometime in the 1980s. I bought this one in about 1989. So it was probably right towards the end of vinyl in Japan, and this one has a different code number. It's 63026, and the obi on this one is like a fold over. It's not a belt, so it just comes straight off. And standard back, and it also has a lyric sheet that had a few differences compared to the first one. And the label is the newer one with the small rectangular EMI logo. Then we have Lionheart. This one has the standard belt obi like the first kick inside, and you notice the artwork continues on the obi as well, so that when it's actually over the record you still get an idea of what the design is behind it. It also has an inner sleeve with the English lyrics, with just a little bit of additional information in Japanese down here, and also a Japanese lyric sheet and presumably some information on her. And similar to the first kick inside, it's got the old type of EMI logo on it. Next we have the On Stage EP. And that does have a standard belt obi. It's got a glossy insert with photos and English and Japanese lyrics. And again, it's the older type EMI logo. Then we have Never Forever. It's got a belt obi, and this one is a gatefold. And the lyric sheet in Japanese. And this record's got picture labels on it. Then we move up to the Dreaming. The obis are getting a bit thin. It's still a belt, but it's not as wide as the first couple of albums. And this one's got an insert as well, a 4-page one, English and Japanese. And the label's the Ivy back with the newer EMI logo. And then we move on to Hounds of Love. Now, while I was looking these up on Discogs just to check which ones I had, I found this is actually a promotional version. There should be a sticker back here. That's why I didn't twig on it the first time. I can see there's a space where there was a sticker. And when you look at the label, there's a small box at the top here that apparently means promotional in Japan, that the normal version of this doesn't have that. And it's got a glossy inner sleeve, and also the Japanese editions. last of her albums in Japan was The Whole Story. This also has quite a thin obi, and it is a gatefold, and it has a 4-page insert and has a picture label. And then the only 12-inch single I know from Japan of Kate's is this song for Cloud Busting. With a fairly thin silver obi and a single side page. It's blank on the back, and just the plain EMI logo. This was the first Japanese Kate Bush single, which is Moving, and Wuthering Heights is actually the B-side. With the Japanese picture sleeves, they only have a single sheet insert. And this one, yeah, they have the lyrics on it. So yeah, it's just a single sheet, and they have a Toshiba EMI plain sleeve. And the record itself, and this is Symphony in Blue and Full House. Here's the lyric sheet back. And once again a Toshiba plain sleeve. And the standard EMI label with the large hole. Then we have Them Heavy People with the man with the child in his eyes. This picture here is also used on a couple of very rare and highly desirable items that came out roughly this time, because if you look carefully, she's got a watch on because she was doing some promotional work for Seiko watches, and the rarer ones are in a they're in a gatefold with two records, and the sleeve will fold out. The rarest one has her with the Seiko ads in the middle, and the other one is just a standard. It'll have promotional DJ copy down the bottom there, but they are next to impossible to find. This is Hammer Horror with Coffee Homeground as the B-side. Once again, the usual type of centre label. Then we move on to Babushka. Now, this one is a normal type sleeve, it's not an actual insert. And this version is actually a promo. It's got the promotional information and it's got a punch out in the sleeve. And this has got the small centre hole. This one is for breathing. And if you look carefully, you can see the Japanese print on the front is in blue. There's another version that exists in pink, and it's supposed to be in white as well, but I don't think that's been confirmed yet. I'm not sure if anybody's got one. If they do, put it in the comments, we'll show it, and I'd love to see it. Lyrics on the back, and this is also a small hole. Then we move along to Running Up That Hill. This is also a standard sleeve. It's not an insert. And this is the one. This is a large hole, and it's also a promotional version, and it's got a lyric insert. Next is experiment 4. This is a single page insert. And that's on a large hole. And the last Kate Bush 7-inch single I've got is for the Central World. And this is a promotional edition, which is a single-sided lyric sheet. And the record itself with the little thing up here, which supposedly means promotional item or something like that in Japanese. Well, that's what I've got in the Kate Bush 7-inch singles on vinyl. If you know of any other ones that I haven't shown, do let me know in the comments or show them yourself, and I'd love to see them. Thanks again for watching, and hope to catch up with you again soon. Bye.